Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing Epic Games Free Game of the Week, which this week is Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So it is a single player first person simulation game where you have your own like car mechanic shop, and you take orders and you repair cars, gain money, and you restore your own personal cars. I do have a significant amount of time in this game on Steam, but I'm going to go ahead and start a new version here on Epic Games. So the initial release date for the game was 2017. It has no product reviews, but here are the minimum and recommended specifications for hardware. So let's go ahead and get the game here. And I will mention the game original price is $20, and I think it's $20 on Steam typically as well. Let's go ahead and install it here, and let's take a look. So it is 6 gigabytes, so not huge for those worried about space. But with that being said, I'm going to pick this video up when it's installed, and we'll jump straight into the game. Alright, here we are, Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We'll go ahead and start a new game here. We'll do normal mode. Alright, tutorial, finish test track to complete tutorial. Okay, welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator. See the new fully unlocked garage and check out the operation of various parts of the workshop. You can finish the tutorial by taking the car for a test drive at any time. Good luck. Okay. So tire changer, wheel balancer, used for mounting a tire on the rim, balancing the assembled wheel. Toolbox, here you can make improvements that you obtain along with reaching higher levels. Spring compressor, used to compress suspension coil springs. There's the car lift, used to lift cars, gives you access to the chassis and bottom section of the engine that is inaccessible on a car standing on the ground. Order, you can access order menu from the pie menu or by using phone, and select the order that you are interested in and accept it. After you accept the selected order, the car will automatically appear on your driveway. When you approach the car, you can again use the pie menu to view the car card. Computer allows you to purchase new parts. Oil drain allows for safe disposal of used motor oil. Failure to use it might result in additional charges for cleaning oil spills. Parts warehouse allows for storing of parts which you don't currently need. You can expand the warehouse area as your inventory grows. Engine crane, used to remove an entire engine from a vehicle. Oh, this is the paint booth. Allows you to perform various paint jobs. Okay. Interior detailing toolkit allows you to repair and touch up various components of the car's interior. Little hangout area looks like. So we'll go ahead and move the car to the, let's see. Garage entrance A. So it says we need to go to the test track. Here we go. Yeah, let's do this one. No oil in the engine. Okay, we'll do this one. Cannot start engine. Great. Alright, we should turn this off then. Okay. Let's move the car back to the lift here. Where's the lift? Let's do this. We'll get some oil put in it. the hood. Oops, overflowed a little bit. Alright, we're good there. Okay, so now what let us drive? That's the question. Test track. Alright, cool. So once I do this, I think we should be good to go. Test track used to check the performance of the car, tests the car's steering, suspension, and braking. Okay. Where am I going now? Okay. Finish the tutorial and start the game? Sure. Okay, so here we are. Workshop obviously looks different. So the toolbox here, you get workshops as you upgrade, as you get higher and higher levels. But this is how the workshop looks when you first get it. And we should get orders through the telephone. Let's see. So the blue ones are your story order, and these are just other orders. So the story orders, it doesn't tell you what is like broken. You have to diagnose it yourself. These, they kind of give you an idea. So this one has to do with like brake components. So I guess we'll go ahead and take this one just because it'll be a little quicker, hopefully. So let's come over here, right click to open this menu while you're looking at the car. Go ahead and move it to the lift. And then to activate the lift, you come over here to this operating panel here. Left click to use. Okay, and then if you left click, it brings you into this working menu, and then when it's green, you hold down the left click to be able to remove parts. We'll go ahead and take all the wheels off, although this one looks pretty good. So it might just be, you can typically tell the condition of components if they look like rusty. This one looks alright. Let's check this one. That one looks okay too. So it may just be the brake pads. Be my guess. Okay. Let's go back to the front wheel here. Continue taking stuff off. And as you play, you'll gain experience by taking stuff off. Like you see now, I'm at 2 XP there. Yeah, brake pads 1% condition, so that's probably all it is. Go ahead and take the brake discs off. Yeah. And then to add parts, you right click, it brings you to this menu, part mount, and then we'll go ahead and put that back on since there's nothing wrong with it. Let's go to the, let's see, right click, car status. So this tells us some of the parts that are broken. So it looks like there's, so repair with minimum part condition. So sometimes it'll be 100%, and if that's the case, like you got to put all like good parts back on. But since it's 91%, I don't think we'll have to replace that part we just put back on. So that brake pad was bad. Let's go ahead and check this one here. It may just be the one brake pad. Take the wheel off. The brake caliper. Let's see how this one is. 97. Yeah, so this let's check this too. Yeah, so this wheel and assembly is all good. So we'll go ahead and put this stuff back on. I think I saw like it looked a little rusty on this right back in there, so we'll try taking this one off. Yeah, so this is what I mean. If you see this rusty stuff, you can almost guarantee you're gonna have to replace that. Brake pads are still good. Brake disc is bad, however. Everything else looks alright. So let's go to the menu here. So ABS pump, brake pads, brake disc, ABS module. So I think we found the two problems under the car, the brake pad and the brake disc. So we'll go ahead and order that. So you can do this by either going to the computer, or actually, yeah, we're gonna have to go to the computer. There's an upgrade you can get eventually where you have a, I think they call it a tablet, and then you can order it anywhere. But as you can see, there's several different shops for all your parts you might need. So for most parts, you go to the main shop, and then they break it down. You can sort by what you're looking for, as well as there's a search bar. So I think we need the one brake disc. It's gotta have $4,000. So brake disc, and we need some brake pads. There we go. Then I think we need an ABS module, and I think an ABS pump, if I remember correctly. Okay, so now we can come back around, go to the part mount menu, go ahead and add some new brake pads, and we'll just reassemble this. Okay, come back to here. Alright, so now we can check the car status. So we have completed those two things. Next we'll move on to the ABS pump and the ABS module. Oops. Okay. So let's go ahead and open the hood here. So here we go. Here's the ABS module. Sometimes parts you can only access from the bottom or the top. Looks like we can access these from the top here, so it's good for us. ABS pump, go ahead and remove that. Switch back to the part mount menu. Add these again. Alright, and that should be everything completed. So you can see down here, this is the amount of money we spent on parts. And then you got a task bonus and a job bonus. Here's our total payout. So we made right at about $900 or so. And then we'll go ahead and hit finish order. And if we forgot to put anything back on, it should tell us Okay, so we did everything correctly. And now at this point, we need another car to work on. You can come to here, and you can pick up new orders. And eventually, like, the phone will be ringing all the time, and there'll be like 5 orders you can pick from. Alternatively, you can come here, and you can go to a junkyard if you, maybe it doesn't let you yet, but eventually you'll be able to go to the junkyard and you can search for parts and cars you can buy for restoring purposes, I suppose. And you can either keep them in your garage, which we might be able to go there. No. Oh, sorry, you keep them in parking. So you can see there's looks like 24 cars you can keep in your collection as you restore them. What else can you do? There's a test track to test your cars. There's a race track. This may be a mod though, I can't remember. You can also go to car auctions and you can buy cars that are being auctioned. I think this is typically like pretty expensive though, so maybe only do it if there's a particular car that you really want and you can't find anywhere. But otherwise, probably junkyards are maybe your best option. Also, as you complete missions in your inventory, you'll get these cases, and you can open these, and you'll get new car parts typically, and sometimes you can get a map that says like barn find, and you can go there, and it's like just a barn with a bunch of parts similar to the junkyard, and also you can find rare cars there as well that you can buy and bring back here to work on. So let's see here. I guess we will complete this next mission here. So we'll go ahead, take this order. And there it is. So we'll go ahead and move it to the lift. Move it to the lift. So you can see this one's definitely in worse condition than the other car was. There's like rust all over it. But let's see here. Car status. Okay, a year and a half ago I bought this car for my son. He said that he's not interested in anything except driving it and occasionally filling it up at the gas station. Please check the oil in the tires. Okay. So also they want us to check the air filter and fuel filter. So this shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. So we can take off these clips here. And yeah, there's 2 more in the back. And these clips, they're very easy to miss. So if you ever see that you're missing like a clip A, check the air filter area, because they're so tiny they're hard to see. So we have the air filter removed. So we'll just leave that for now. Fuel filter. Okay, I see it over here. And see, it says accessible from engine bay. So I just need to come over here. Yep, take that off. Now we'll go ahead and jack it up. And then we'll take the tires off, put new tires on. So I don't believe he wants any other components besides tires. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so we have the tires off. Let's go to our inventory here. So what I like to do and what I recommend is the tire information are these numbers here, the 205, 55, R16. I would write those down somewhere, like on a post-it note or on like a document or something on your computer, because you'll need to get all this information right as you order the new tires, or else they won't fit correctly, and that'll just cost you money over time if you make a bunch of mistakes. So I'm going to write that down quickly. So 205, 55, R16. And go ahead and order that. So let's go back to the home page here, go to the tire shop. I believe it was the standard tire B that was on it. We need 4. Size is your R, and then the number after that we had R16, so we'll do 16 for the size. The width is the largest number, 205. Profile is 55. 55, there we go. So actually that didn't save. 205, 55, R16. So that should be correct. We'll order those. And I guess while we're here, let's go back to the main shop. We need an oil, or no, sorry, we need an air filter. I believe it was this one. It pays to check though, like sometimes different cars have these different filters, and it should say in the menu, and as you take it off you can look in your inventory and see what part you need. And we also need a fuel filter just here. So let's go ahead and add these parts back on. We need to make sure we get all these clips on, or else it won't let us complete the order. Alright, so that stuff's done. So now we need to remove the tires from the wheels that we have. So let's separate parts. We can do this 4 times for each wheel that we have. Okay, so now we need to install. So here's the rims that we have. So now click that, and then we're going to install our new tires. So go ahead and put those on, and then once this is done, we'll move over to the wheel balancer, get them balanced. So that, and then we'll start a new one. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, so now we have new tires on all the wheels, and we just need to balance the last few here, and then we'll be able to slap them back on the car, and the car should be ready to go. And I guess if I was more coordinated with my time management, I could throw on some wheels while I was waiting on these to balance. So I guess I'll do that for this one. So let's go ahead, mount these new tires and wheels here. Should be balanced. I believe that's it. Yep. They're all balanced. Check this. So all these have been fixed. Just going to drain the oil. I almost forgot about that. So let's go ahead and lift the car all the way up, and then we'll grab the oil drain here. We'll move this to car lift A, and we will. Oh, that's not right. Come here. Use equipment. I should drain it. Okay, now we can move this equipment back, lower the car down. Take off the oil fill plug. We'll add some oil. Maybe about like that. Now let's check the oil dipstick here. Add a little more oil, looks like. It's probably good enough. I don't think it has to be perfectly on the max there. So let's check. Everything has been completed. So we spent $963. I'm going to be making a total payout of $2,300. Let's go ahead and finish the order. And there we go. We just completed 2 missions. If you look up in the top right there, it looks like we're almost to level 2. So we'll be able to come to one of the toolboxes and fill out the I don't know what they call it, upgrades. And as you gain levels, you can unlock more and more. I will say this game can be a bit grindy because the paint booth, which you really need to restore, I guess you'd say, your cars, it's level 30, which that takes a lot of time if you do it the way the game has it laid out. I know there's ways you can open up like the cheats or whatever, and you can give yourself like levels, and then I know some people do that just so it's not as much of a grind. But that is pretty much how to play the game for the most part. I guess what I can do now is I can hop onto my other account that I played a good amount on, and I can just show you how things look there. So I guess I'll do that now, and so I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so here we are on my main account that I have some hours put into. So as you can see in the top right, I'm level 25. It looks like I have nearly $300,000, which as you play, like, money isn't that big a deal. Like, you'll make plenty of money by the time you get to this point. This is the repair bench area. If you have damaged parts, you can repair those. In here, there's like a little test area where you can test suspension parts and stuff, which this is really useful if you do an order and it doesn't tell you what is broken and you need to find it yourself. This saves you a lot of time diagnosing stuff because it just tells you everything that is broken in the suspension. But I will show you the parking area so you can see what I was talking about there. So it looks like I have 4 cars that I have parked here. And also you'll be able to see some of the other cars that are in the game. There's quite a bit, and I know there's mods and stuff you can purchase. At least on Steam you can. I don't know if it's on the Epic Games yet or not. But here you go. So this one is probably one I got from the Junkyard. As you can see, it is very rusty, and any part that you can take off, like this door, I can take this off and replace it with a new part, but the paint will not match. So that's why you need the paint booth to be able to paint everything. And all this rust here that is not a part that comes off, it's just going to stay like that until I unlock the paint booth and can repaint stuff. But yeah, this is pretty characteristic of a Junkyard purchase. There's parts missing, everything's rusty, but eventually once you get everything cleaned up and parts replaced, it'll look something like this. So this was a pretty lucky find. There's a little bit of rust in the paint and stuff, but not terrible, so that's why this is good. This is something to look for if you see a car, especially early on, that doesn't have a lot of paint problems. That's typically good because everything else you can replace no problem. But yeah, I have a big engine in it. Everything's pretty customizable. Interior looks good. Here's a couple other cars I have. This one is a little bit more rusty than the last one. So yeah, so here's just a few cars you can see that are in the game. Obviously this is like a looks like a C4 Corvette, but they don't call it that. All the cars have, you know, names that are not copyrighted and stuff. But here you go, you can see the car value and all the parts I've replaced. I think I've replaced pretty much every one, so they should be at 100%. And it tells you, you know, engine horsepower, all that stuff. And if I wanted to, from here, I could take them to the, yeah, I can move it to the garage, and then from there I can take it to the test track or like a racetrack and just, you know, go laps and stuff, see what times I can get on it. So there's a lot to do in this game. I actually really enjoy it. That's why I have so many hours on this. I'm not like a super big car person, but they do interest me, and if cars interest you and mechanical stuff interests you, this is a good game to introduce you to that world almost. You'll learn what different parts the cars are called. You'll kind of have an idea of how they go on and come off. I know it's not probably true to what you will see in the real world with a car that, you know, if I have a C4 Corvette, the bullets aren't going to be exactly right, but it'll give you an idea. And I think there are mods for different cars, and maybe those will be more accurate, but I haven't purchased any of the mods. I've just been playing the base game, and it's pretty fun. So if that stuff interests you, this is definitely a game to try out while it's free. Like I said, you could probably look into how to skip some levels and stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just wanted to play the game through at least once just to experience it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, comment, you know, turn on the notification bell if that's what you want to do. So yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about the game. So again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and goodbye.